What is going on, everybody? How are you doing today? Shane Sams here with from the Flipped Lifestyle Podcast, ready to rock and roll and give you a little February marketing primer. If you sell memberships and subscriptions, super excited to talk to you today. If you can hear me and you can see me, please click the chat button down at the bottom of the screen there and let me know that you can hear and see me in the chat. I am going live on Facebook right now, so let me go ahead and do that. I want to make sure I can simulcast that over there. I'm going to put free February marketing primer for memberships. And I'm just going to go ahead and go live. Let me make sure I can do this here. As soon as I get some confirmation there from everybody that we can that we are live, I will go ahead and get after this today. Let's see. Serena says hello. Where are you from, Serena? Good to see you here today. It is a cold day here in Kentucky. I've got my old man hoodie on. I picked this thing up a couple years ago at Walgreens, like $9.95, and it is warm and fuzzy. And I am really super warm today, and super. I'm actually seated. Sometimes I stand during my webinars, but I wanted to sit down today. And really excited to talk to you guys about marketing for February. Let me click back over here and make sure that I am live over on the Facebook page. Once I get that going. Everybody else, tell me who you are. I know where Serena is. She's in Asheville, North Carolina. Let me know, everybody else, where are you from? Where are you watching this from today? And tell me what you're trying to market. What are you trying to sell? Tell me about your membership or subscription service. Maybe you just have an idea. Tell me what you do online over there in the chat box. And one more time, give me 2 or 3 people confirm that you definitely can hear me. And am I clear? Let me make sure I'm on the right microphone. Looks like I'm good everywhere on my settings, and it looks like we are live over on Facebook. So I'm gonna click on that too so I can actually watch it. That'd be amazing. All right, so we're good to go. I can talk to people over here in the chat. I wish they'd let you do that before you set everything up. All right, cool. Let's see. Online comics subscription. What's up, Harold? Hey, Harold, do you write that yourself? That's pretty cool. Make sure you guys click all panelists and attendees down in the chat box so that everybody can see what you're saying. You have to change it to all panelists and attendees. That is really cool, Harold. That is an awesome idea. I actually had an idea one time for an online business, Harold, where it would be like writers could release, they would have a subscription service and they would release a novel 1 chapter at a time. So you had to keep paying month after month for each chapter. And I always thought that would be a great idea if an author did that, like especially like a really big author or something like that. But what a cool niche. What an absolutely cool niche. See Tanya in the house. See Fred in the house. What is going on, everybody? See more people coming into the chat room. Super pumped up. See Jessica from New York. She has a mentor and coaching program for new virtual assistants. That is an awesome community to serve. We got John from Dallas. We got Chad from Cocoa Beach, Florida. Looks like I wish I was in Cocoa Beach right now. I actually love that area. Me and Jocelyn went on spring break there one time, and it was awesome. We'll see. I think that's Andy from Greenwood, South Carolina. Fred from Nolans. What's up, Fred? Crystal from Florida, and it's 65 degrees. Not cool, Crystal. Not cool. Okay. All right. Make sure, guys, that you do check the all panelists and attendees box. If you're on Facebook watching, I see some people over there. How you doing over there on my other screen? You can comment in the comment box too. Let me know who you are. Let me know where you're from and what we're talking about today. Today, I'm going to go over February marketing tips. I'm going to talk about some big marketing opportunities in February. Maybe I can get your grease going. Maybe I can get you stirring up a little bit and thinking about February marketing. I'm only going to be here for about an hour today. Normally, my webinars go a little bit longer. My Q&As go a little bit longer than that. But we've got one kid down with the flu. Flu A just tested positive about an hour ago. So we got one kid down with the flu. Jocelyn has her right now. She just took her to the doctor, and Anna Joe's back at the house. And then I have to pick up our son actually too, because he has a doctor appointment late this afternoon. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can all avoid this flu. I've got some travel coming up. We've got some things that we've got to do. We've got cheerleading practice. We've got basketball practice. We've got a lot going on, and we do not have time to get sick. Anna Joe is a trooper. She's a trooper. She was doing really good this morning. That's our 9-year-old little girl, but she did test positive for the flu. So I'm going to have to cut this training a little bit short, but it's still going to be awesome. Still going to be action-packed. Still going to be a lot of things going on. This is a free public training. Want to make sure and welcome all of our Flip Lifestyle podcast listeners. I want to make sure I welcome all of our members of the Flip Your Life community. And because this is a free training, it does have a sponsor, and it is sponsored by, let me go ahead and paste this in the chat real quick. Let's see. Boom. It is sponsored by my print newsletter, Prolific Monthly. I send this out. It is a marketing calendar. I send this out every single month to subscribers. It is a print calendar. I've got working on the February edition right here. We put that baby to print tomorrow, and we are mailing those out tomorrow to get them in your hands before February so that you know how to market every single day in February. I'm going to give you the big brush strokes today, but that's going to tell you how to do it every single day in February. That goes to print tomorrow. That's the last day that you can subscribe and get your February edition of Prolific Monthly. And you can actually get your first month right now if you're a new subscriber for free. I'm going to send it to you for free. All I need you to do is cover shipping costs. It's normally $99 a month. I'm going to send it to you for $9. That is U.S. orders only. If you are an international viewer today, you can get it digitally. I will send that out, but it costs like $50 to send it over there. So $9 won't cut it. But $9, I can get it to most places in the United States. So check that out as we're going through the training. If you want deeper help with your February marketing, if you want to know what to do every single day, when to batch, when to send emails, subject lines, all the things that you need to send all that out, go ahead and check that out today. I'm going to drop that also over on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook today, during today's training, you can get 1 month free of my print newsletter, Prolific Monthly. I will send that out to you, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But let's jump into the content. If you have any questions today about February marketing, click the Q&A button. If you're watching over on Zoom, it's down in the middle of your screen. I will be answering questions there. And if you are watching right now over on Facebook, I want you guys to just put a question in the comments. I will try to answer as many questions as I can as soon as I get through the major highlights of the month. But you got to ask your questions ahead of time. I'm not looking at the chat box. The chat's for discussion. The chat's for talking and discussion with each other and me. But if you're going to ask a specific question, please use the Q&A button or the comment box over on Facebook. Okay? All right, guys. Let's jump into it. Let's talk about February. February is a really, really good month for marketing. You know, we're past the Christmas holiday season. People are over the shock of spending all that money during the holidays on dinners and Christmas presents for their kids and maybe trips to the grandparents and the in-laws' house. And, you know, they've been all the way through January, so they've had time for those New Year's resolutions to set in and maybe wear off. And people are starting to stabilize with their income, and they're really getting into the year. They're getting into the swing of things. And February is the first normal month of the year. January is a little chaotic. You know, people are looking at their credit card bill from Christmas, looking at all that other stuff. But everybody's starting to get they've had a couple paychecks in January. They're starting to think about their life and their future and the things that they want to buy. And they're starting to really get into that. People are inside a lot throughout the country this time of the year in February because it's cold outside. You know, that's deep winter, you know, for the Northeast and the Midwest and, you know, kind of the edges of the high South. And, you know, so there's a lot of people inside. They're on their phones. They're on their computers. They're watching TV. And everybody's kind of getting back to normal. So it's a great time for marketing. It's a short month. There's something unique about February. It just feels different than every other month of the year. And as marketers and as online business owners, we need to jump in and join that conversation that people are having in February. We need to think about our avatar. We need to think about our customers. And we need to say, hey, what is everybody going through in February? What's something that I could anchor my message to in the second month out of the year so that my customer starts thinking about my product as a part of their life? You know, Jocelyn used to do a great job of this with elementarylibrarian.com. Before we sold that business, Jocelyn was really in tune with the calendar. And every day she would get up and say, what is a librarian thinking about this week? Like, it's February 1st. It's February 2nd. It's February 3rd. What is my customer thinking about today? I used to do this too with my football playbooks. I would really think hard about what are they looking at? What are they going for? What are they thinking about today? You know, it's August. They're thinking about football practice. It's February. They're thinking about the weight room. And you've really got to try to join the conversation of your customer if you're going to have some prolific success. And you also want to put some anchors on your calendar next month that you can kind of build your marketing around so that you're not jumping into the conversation cold. You're not just forcing your product or your message down people's throats. It's really relevant. It gets into the conversation with them right now, and they think, man, I need that to be a part of my life. I need Cynthia's product to be a part of my life. I need Serena's product to be a part of my life. I need Tanya's product to be a part of my life right now. So we can talk about that too. If you want to put a question about your niche, like how would I market X in February, we can talk about that. If you got any questions about what your avatar might be doing, maybe I can come up with some ideas for you, and we're going to talk about that in the Q&A. So go ahead and post a question right now if you got anything on that. But I want to give you 3 big anchors, 3 places that you definitely can jump into popular culture and jump into what your avatar is thinking about, and 3 anchors that you can build your market around. These are 3 things that most people are going to be thinking about in February, and they're great opportunities for all of us to market. Okay, so the first one happens on, I think it's February 2nd. I wrote this. Let me see here. Pretty sure it's February 2nd. Let me make sure here. February 2nd is the Super Bowl. When is Super Bowl? I'm going to check here. Got to make sure the 2nd is actually a Sunday. Yes. On February 2nd, we're going to have Super Bowl, what is it, 50-something? I don't know. The San Francisco 49ers are going to be playing the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, you may not care about football. In fact, your avatar may not care about football. But your avatar is still going to have to go to the grocery store, and they're still going to have to see Super Bowl displays. And your avatar is probably married to somebody who cares about the Super Bowl, or their neighbor has a Kansas City Chiefs flag hanging outside their thing. And it is unavoidable. Every time you pick up a bottle of water, it's going to have the Super Bowl logo on it. Every time you pick up a Diet Pepsi, it's going to have the Super Bowl logo on it. And people will 100% be thinking about the Super Bowl. Maybe their favorite act is going to be performing at halftime of the Super Bowl, or maybe they're tuning in to see all the amazing commercials on the Super Bowl, or maybe they're sitting in their family's living room flipping through their phone on Facebook and Google where they could see your ads while their entire rest of their family is watching the Super Bowl because they could care less. Or maybe they're in another room and they're just talking about it, but they went to the Super Bowl party because they needed something to do. But it's a really good idea to jump on the wave and ride the wave when something that big in popular culture is happening. So if you've not thought about a Super Bowl promotion, if you have not planned out a Super Bowl promotion, you need to be marking February 2nd on your calendar, and you need to be running a promotion around the Super Bowl. You need to be talking about it in the week leading up to the Super Bowl. You need to, and it doesn't even have to be like a tight association, right? It's just verbiage and language, and maybe that just kind of, there's a hint of that language in your emails that week. Maybe you post a few things like, yeah, who's going to win the Super Bowl? And people start commenting on it. Now they've engaged with your Facebook page. So by the end of the week, when you release whatever you're going to do for the promotion or the sale, they're going to be seeing your Facebook messages, right? So you can get more reach during the Super Bowl week if you theme that out and you do that correctly. But every day leading up to the Super Bowl, last week of January, first couple of days into February, you need to be thinking about some kind of Super Bowl promotion, okay? Don't let a thing that 100 million people are going to watch pass you by. Be a part of the conversation. Go jump in and talk about it. If you're an alternative marketer, like it could even be a thing that says you could even go against the Super Bowl. Like if your niche just hates the Super Bowl for some reason, maybe you've got an audience and they have just they want to bash the Super Bowl. They don't want to be a part of the Super Bowl. They don't care about the Super Bowl. Then do that. Use it and embrace that and build your promotion around throwing stones at the Super Bowl. Like, I know you're not watching the Super Bowl. Our people in our niche, we don't watch the Super Bowl. We don't like football. We don't do that. So I'm going to have a webinar during the Super Bowl. If you know your avatar is the polar opposite of the Super Bowl, then why don't you just do something head on with the Super Bowl? And if you know your niche has nothing to do with the Super Bowl and they hate football, hey, do a webinar during the Super Bowl. Do something where you can promote it and do that, okay? All right, the second big marketing opportunity in February, and you need to be building your promotions around these dates. That's what I'm going to give you right now is 3 dates that you really need to focus on, is Valentine's Day. You need to be thinking about a Valentine's Day promotion, probably from about the 7th to the 14th. You need to start using Valentine's Day language. I was in Starbucks. We were in Chattanooga. I think it was in Louisville. We were in Louisville a couple of weeks ago at a cheerleading competition. Okay. And while we were there, this is early January, like this is way far, it's over a month away from Valentine's Day. I walked in to Starbucks and they already had ads and posters and flyers and everything out for Valentine's Day cake pops. Valentine's Day cake pops. They had pictures of them. They had how they have that little case of all the fake food, and they had like the fake Valentine's Day pops in there, and it looked so yummy and delicious. And they weren't selling them yet, but they were already buzzing and talking about Valentine's Day because they knew that was going to be a huge promotional opportunity. All they have to do is take their strawberry cake pop that they already make and make it a little pinker and call it a Valentine's Day cake pop. And all of a sudden people are buying them left and right like hotcakes because they tied their marketing to something that was happening in real life in their, market's life. So that's what you need to do. You need to start thinking about, what am I going to do for Valentine's Day? How am I going to market on Valentine's Day? What kind of special am I going to offer? Could I offer some kind of trial or something like that? Can I do something that's different, that catches my avatar's eye, that I can send to my email list, that I can post on my Facebook page? Like, what am I going to market on Valentine's Day? Like, you need to be thinking about that, and you need to start hyping that up before the day arrives. I will probably start marketing for Valentine's Day as soon as the Super Bowl is over. I'm going to do a Super Bowl sale. I'm going to do a little Super Bowl thing leading up to that. And I'm going to have that ready. Then all of a sudden, Monday is the 4th. I got 10 days before Valentine's Day. We need to start talking about that. Maybe I'll have a little buffer zone to share some content or something, but then we need to start promoting that 7, 8, 9, 10 days out so people get it in their mind. There's something going on Valentine's Day. I've got a promotion going out. This is a great time to pour members in. If you can tie that message of love and relationships into what you're doing, right? And any niche can do this. Okay. You don't have to be doing anything else. Like I've got over here on Facebook, I just saw him. Kenny, what's going on, Kenny? Kenny says hello from Chicken World. And Kenny has an awesome business where he helps people raise backyard chickens. That's his niche, right? And he does an awesome job. He's got a great membership, got a great podcast about raising chickens. I don't know nothing about raising chickens, but Kenny knows everything about raising chickens. And Kenny, wouldn't it be awesome if you did some kind of for Valentine's Day, you did a promotion about chickens in love. And you just had pictures of chickens like in love and hanging out and looking at each other. And like, you're like, do you want your chickens to feel the love this Valentine's Day? Well, here's my special Valentine's Day chicken breeding guide. And you can download it now for free. And you got a bunch of emails. Or maybe you did like a, special promotion that you said all that marketing stuff. And you're like, here's a special promotion. You can get this for 2 months for free or something. I don't know. But you could do something like that. You just tie that your message that you're already sending. Kenny's helping people breed chickens. Well, what better time to sell a product about breeding something than Valentine's Day, right? Like, so you can go with that, man. You can go with that, Kenny, and that'd be something good. So you can take anything. You've got this chicken niche, right? Who would think you could do roosters and chickens on Valentine's Day? But you can mesh them together if you just think about it. And that's one thing I spent a lot of time on in this month's edition of Prolific Monthly. My print marketing newsletter and calendar was talking about how to bend Valentine's Day into your marketing message and how to tie that together and how to use like clever headlines to kind of, get it all together. The only thing that really needs to be about Valentine's Day is the headline and maybe the first couple sentences for fun. And then you can just go into your normal pitches and things like that. So that was for Kenny. That was a freebie, Kenny, for you. But everybody can do this. Everybody, if you think about it and you get some resources and you know when to start promoting this stuff and how to promote it when you're doing it online, you can tie any event that's happening in your calendar to your marketing message. And it's going to be 10 times more effective than just making a pitch, making some offer like, here's my value proposition. Oh, here's the results and benefits of joining my community, whatever. That's not what you're doing. You need to tie it into what people are already thinking about. And we know for sure that 30% of the world the country is going to be thinking about the Super Bowl on February 2nd. And we know that a lot of people are going to be thinking about Valentine's Day. You could go back again. You could have hey, are you alone on Valentine's Day? You don't have a date? Forget those other people. You can come hang out with me and you do a webinar on Valentine's Day, whatever. You just need to promote it correctly before the thing. So recap real quick. We got the jump into the conversation that people are already having in February. Super Bowl, amazing opportunity. We got to tie our message into the Super Bowl. I'm going to talk more about that in Prolific Monthly. You can check that out. We're going to talk about Valentine's Day. You can check that out. And then the third huge opportunity, the third huge opportunity in February for marketing. And this is an event that doesn't happen very often. In fact, it only comes around once a year. 2020 is a leap year, okay? Every 4 years, we add an extra day into February. We all know this, right? And leap year is a once in a 4-year opportunity to get more sales and to get more memberships. It's a great way to spike your membership numbers at the end of the month and crush ahead of churn, because you've got an extra day in February. You've got an extra day this year to market. We have got to take advantage of that. And people are going to be thinking about leap year, and they're going to look up and go, what is today? It's February 29th. Man, it's not February 29th every year. Kids are going to be talking about it, asking their parents, what is leap year? Why do we have leap year? And if you can tie your marketing message to leap year somehow, even if it's just to recognize it and it's just to talk about it and it's just to, in our niche, like one thing that I might do, I'm thinking about doing some big, like, you've got an extra day this year. You've got an extra day in leap year. I'm going to try and get a bunch of emails for leap year. Like, you've probably, I think leap year, I'm pretty sure that February 29th is on a Saturday too. Yes, it's on a Saturday. February 29th is on a Saturday. So I could say, hey, Saturday's coming. It's an extra day of the month, an extra day of the year. All you've done for a year is talk about how you don't have time to come up with your idea for your online business. Well, guess what? It's leap year. It's leap month. It's leap day. It's a Saturday. You're not even at work. Don't be scheduling a bunch of stuff. This is the time. You've been given a time. You've been given an extra day to go out and start building and grow your online business. Like that, I could tie leap year into Flipped Lifestyle easily that way, right? And you can too. There's some way, or there's always a way to bridge and link and use some kind of new promotion and tie it in to these moments on the calendar and be able to do that. And leap year is an opportunity that we don't get all the time to do that, right? So take advantage of it. When you see opportunity, it's your job to seize the opportunity. And leap year is going to be a great, great opportunity this year to do that. So got a look, this February marketing primer, right? These are 3 days, 3 things, 3 events that are happening on the calendar. They are happening in your avatar's life. That's true. Your customers, your members, your subscribers, they are going to be thinking about the Super Bowl. They're at least going to see that it's happening, right? They are going, or they hate that it's happening and they want to throw rocks at it. Okay, join the club. Go with them, right? If you love the Super Bowl, tie it into the Super Bowl. If you hate the Super Bowl, go against the Super Bowl. Do a webinar during the Super Bowl. See who shows up. Valentine's Day, amazing time for promotion. So many different ways you can create percentages off and buy one, get one freeze, and all kinds of awesome ideas that you can do for Valentine's Day. And leap year, you've got to be doing something on leap year, guys. I mean, you got to be thinking about ahead and saying, how can I tie this in on leap year? Like, I don't know how my niche has anything to do with leap year, but there's got to be a way that I can make it about leap year. I have to be able to join the conversation that my customer is already having in their head. Okay. All right. So those are 3 great opportunities, a little primer for February marketing. Maybe you haven't thought about those. Maybe you have. Maybe this is helping you think a little deeper. I want to open the floor now real quick for questions. I want to open the floor for questions. I do see 2 questions over in my Q&A box if you're watching on the Zoom. If you're watching on the Facebook Live simulcast, or you're watching later, maybe you're watching the replay later today on Facebook. Go ahead and ask questions in there. I'll be jumping in for sure on the Facebook feed later and answering some of those questions if I don't get to you today right now. And I'll also answer questions in the chat box right now. So let's talk about these opportunities in February. Let's stay focused on February. Ask me a question right now. Before I get to the questions, I'm going to give everybody we got dozens of people are in the chat right now. I see some awesome conversation going on in the chat box. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to put your question in the box. If you don't put it in now, I'm probably not going to be able to get to it. So go ahead and hit Q&A and ask your question. If you are over watching on the Facebook simulcast, I want you to go ahead and ask any questions you might have about membership marketing and February membership marketing. You can throw that in the chat box right now. And I want to mention again that today's free training for February, this February primer, is brought to you by my monthly paper newsletter. It is called Prolific Monthly. Prolific Monthly. This is an unstapled together copy of Prolific Monthly. So every single month, I have a exclusive top shelf marketing newsletter that is designed to sell more memberships, more subscriptions, and I literally go through every day of the month. Let me show you the calendar here. I'm gonna flip around here. It's written like a workbook. You can pencil on this. Someone said the other day, I can't wait to get Prolific Monthly. I lay in bed at night and I sip on tea and I highlight it and write it, and then I get up and do the plan the next day. But I actually send out a daily marketing calendar in this thing. You just wake up, it says February 1st, you do what it says, and it's going to help you set up all these amazing opportunities on the Super Bowl, on Valentine's Day, on leap year. This is a mailed product, right? All right, so this is what it looks like. You get it in this nice first-class envelope. So we can protect it. I actually put it in a second envelope inside the, because I really want to protect it and make sure that it gets to you in the best possible condition. Then you open it up and you've got nice 3-hole punch here. A lot of people keep these in their binder so they can stack them up and go back and reread them and use them again. And you can flip through here and it has everything you need every single day of the month to go out and promote whatever it is you're selling in February. I send those out. Every single month. We go to print tomorrow morning and mail them tomorrow morning, January 24th. Today is the last day. It is the last day that you can sign up to get the February issue of Prolific Monthly for 2020. I do not send out digital copies or back orders to anybody after it's done. So you can only subscribe today. And right now you can click on the link in the chat box and you can get your first month. I'll mail it to you for free. All you have to do is cover shipping costs. It's normally $99 a month. But you can get it right now for $9. $9 to cover those shipping costs. It actually cost me about $12 to send them to, so I'm losing money on this exchange. But I want to get this in your hand. I want to help you succeed in February. We had somebody last month send me a message, said they made $12,000 off of one idea from Prolific Monthly. Spent $99, made $12,000. That's a heck of an ROI. That's a heck of an investment. And I want to make sure that you get this in your hand so that you can have big sales like that in February of 2020. And also remember, if you're selling a membership for $20 a month, if you go sell 5, if you take the February issue and you sell 5 members at $20 a month, you've basically paid for your subscription going forward for the rest of the year. It's like getting it free every single month. So get your first copy free right now. There's only 50 coupons available. As I logged in, 19 of those I think are gone right now. So there's only 31 coupons left to get that free issue in February of Prolific Monthly. So check that out. I just dropped the link again in the chat box. I'm going to drop it one more time. And I'm going to stick it over on the Facebook group as well. Once those coupons are gone, I will not be adding any more. We have to throttle how many subscriptions we can take every month as our printer and our fulfillment center gets those fulfilled, just so we understand the logistics better. So there are limited, only 50 coupons available, and you can get that right now, okay? All right, so I'm going to check this out. I'm going to go into the Q&A box here. Let me see if anybody asked a question over on Facebook. Let's see. Kenny says, the advice you gave me when I was on your show is working great. I just wanted you to know I now have over 100 members in my chicken community. Well done, Kenny. Way to take action on all of that advice, dude. Hey, listen, Kenny, grab that Prolific Monthly, man. Like, let's blow it up in February. I just told you how to help those chickens make love, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna talk to these chicken breeders, and we're gonna breed some more on Valentine's Day, man. But if you're not subscribed over on Prolific Monthly, dude, check that out. And thanks for sharing that success story. If you can find 100, you can find 1,000. Man, I'm proud of you, dude. Getting to that 100-member milestone. I mean, imagine doing a couple marketing campaigns and getting 100 people to pay you $50 a month. That's $60,000 a year, people. This membership stuff is the future. It works, and Kenny is making it happen. What's up, Kevin? Just saw you log in there. All right, first question is from Cynthia. Cynthia says, when a member quits after a month or 2, what is the best way to find out why? And what question is best to ask? Okay, I see. I only have their email, and they do not respond to email. How can I convince them to tell me why we did not satisfy their needs? Should I do a safe survey, 3 questions, and give them something for answering? What works with busy people? All right, so this is when people cancel your membership. So this is kind of what we call internal marketing. Once you join on one of our memberships, you go from external marketing, which is to get you to join or subscribe, to internal marketing, which is to get you to keep paying and stay a member. The best way that we have found is to do a cancellation form, Cynthia, before they cancel. right? So I think we have on Flipped Lifestyle, I'm pretty sure it's a 3-step. I'm not looked at it in forever, but it's like a 3-step process. So there's a form that you have to fill out to cancel. So it's like name, address, email, and we're confirming all their information to make sure we cancel the correct person. And then we actually ask the questions there before they hit submit. And then they go to a place where they have to actually submit the cancellation. So we kind of force them to fill out these Now, here's the deal. They don't always tell you, right? Like we've got like 3 or 4 options plus a box they can type it in. And, they don't, and make those optional. They don't have to tell you anything, right? Like, so you're not going to be able to get everybody to tell you why. You can just get a feel from the people that do tell you why. All right. And then it goes to the next thing. After they cancel, we can wait a couple of days, shoot them another email, and see if they'll fill out the thing again. Does that make sense? Okay. So that's one thing. If it's non-payment as the reason for cancellation, like they just canceled because they couldn't pay, have an email that's automatically set up to trigger to drive traffic to the cancellation form, and then you'll pick up some of them, but probably not 20% of the people that fail because of non-payment will tell you why. Now, what you really want to do, that's just those are best practices, but don't get caught up in this. This can become a very emotional thing. Like, why are people quitting and they're not telling me why? I just don't know. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I want people to love me. It can turn into this big emotional sob fest. Like cancellations have to be agnostic. Someone canceled. Why? They didn't tell me. Okay, so now it's just a matter of where they go. They go back into your marketing pool. So all these amazing things that you're going to do in February to market them, you're going to make sure you just put them right back into your marketing, and you're going to resell them again. Maybe their credit card failed and they forgot about it. They're like, oh, I was a member of that. Oh, it canceled. I'll come back. Or maybe they just canceled for a little while and they're ready to do it again. Okay, so drop them right back into your marketing pool. They're either internal marketing or external marketing. There's no canceled us. Like today, I've got a sequence set up to remind people that Prolific Monthly is expiring tonight. Like you have to sign up tonight or I cannot mail you February. Like you will not have all the marketing plans for February if you don't sign up today. So I set up an automation there for all the reminders to go out. And I included everyone who had ever been a member of Flip Lifestyle and canceled in that external marketing, because I want to make sure they know, hey, maybe that wasn't good enough for you, but come back to this. Or maybe you just got so many members, you graduated from the Flip Lifestyle program and you took the Flip Your Life Blueprint, you took the Flip Your Life, and you want to grow now more. Well, this is another product that can help you grow. So basically draw a line, have no emotions with this. They canceled. They either told you or they didn't. It's over. Now, are they a member? They're internal marketing. I got to keep retention high. Are they a member? Doesn't matter if they were before. Are they a member? No, they're external marketing. I got to get you to come back. If you'll focus on your marketing, like these February promotions and your March promotions, and if you'll focus on just remarketing those people, a lot of them will join back. And eventually, you'll get enough data where you can make some educated guesses why the majority of people will quit. Okay. That was a great question, guys. Absolutely great question. Let me go ahead and wait a minute. Let me answer that live. Hit done. All right, guys. I got 2 more questions in the Q&A bank right now. If you want to ask a question about membership marketing, subscriptions, subscription services, anything you want to ask about membership marketing right now. If you want to ask about February marketing, go ahead and ask that. And I'll give you some general information. And don't forget that you can get a free copy of the February issue of my print top shelf membership marketing newsletter, Prolific Monthly. Right now, there's a link in the chat box or over in the comments if you're watching on Facebook, or if you're checking this out on the replay on YouTube, it should be in the description. But I will mail my marketing calendar and case studies right to your door for February. We go to print tomorrow. You got to sign up today. I got a few coupons left to get that first issue for free plus shipping. So check that out. Also, in the February edition is my exclusive case study. I'm going to show you exactly what I learned last year from selling 1,000 trial memberships. We had free trials, dollar trials, $7 for a week, month trials, quarterly trials everywhere. I sold over 1,000 trials last month, and I'm going to show you what I think is the best trial from the data for your membership. I'm going to show you how to create trials for your membership and how to use trials for events like the Super Bowl, like Valentine's Day, like Leap Year, That case study is going to be exclusively available in the February issue of Prolific Monthly. It will not be posted online anywhere in February. The only way you can read it is if you are a Prolific Monthly subscriber. You can subscribe right now for free plus shipping, just $9, 90% off the normal monthly price. Use that, go out, sell some memberships. It's going to pay for itself over the long run. Check that out. You can go to www.prolificmonthly.com. Make sure you type in www. Use the code FEB2020, or if you want to, you can just click the link that I have pasted in the chat boxes over on YouTube, Facebook, or Zoom right now. And I'm going to jump on to the next question. All right, Tanya says, how can I connect the Super Bowl to women struggling with their emotions and self-image? Well, I would think that probably part of the reason that they might be okay, so we're gonna do a problem, agitate, solve. Okay, this is a simple formula. If you're ever trying to connect things and you need some help doing that, problem, agitate, solve, Tanya. Okay, so problem, agitate, solve. The problem is they're struggling with their emotions and their self-image. So then we say, why? Why are they struggling? Well, maybe they're struggling because their husband is out the BW3s at the bar watching the Super Bowl with his buddy, or he's in the living room on the couch and not paying attention to her emotions and her self-image, right? That could be, that's an easy story to tell, you know? And are you sick of being neglected? Are you sick of being ignored? Are you sick of them putting everything else above you? Like, right? We know the problem. So now we agitate it by telling them the story of why. That's the why. And then here's the solution. Let me help you through that. Let me show you what you should say to yourself for self-care. Then let me show you how to manage that relationship with your spouse or your husband or your boyfriend, right? And let me show you how to bridge the gap between you and him in this situation. So that would be an easy story to tell, you know, in a video, on a blog post, in email. Like you could get really, feeling ignored, like feeling like something else is more important than you. And like, it's not just the Super Bowl. It's, hey, do you feel like something else is more important to you? You know, do you feel like in their life? So that's a good way to bridge the gap there of how to do that. And Tanya, I am doing, and for everybody here, on January 27th, Monday, that's in 4 days, well, 5 if you count today, I'm actually doing a Prolific Monthly subscriber-only workshop for February. Once you subscribe today, get that free issue for just pay shipping, and you're a member of the Prolific Monthly subscription base, my print newsletter. I do a free Q&A, and then we're going to go deep. If you want to dig deeper into that, what I just gave you, we can really dig into that on Monday. We'll talk about it for 5 or 6 minutes as a group. And I'll give you even more ideas, and we'll really unpack that, okay? And if anybody else is having trouble thinking about how am I going to tie my niche to the Super Bowl, well, I just tied women struggling with self-image to the Super Bowl. If you're struggling with how do I tie my marketing to Valentine's Day, well, I just helped Kenny talk about breeding chickens on Valentine's Day. Like, we can do this. We can work through this together. And I have that is a Prolific Monthly subscriber exclusive Q&A and workshop for February marketing. That's going to be a part of your subscription. If you sign up today, if you get that first issue free plus shipping, and you get in there, you're going to be able to come to that on Monday, and I'll help you dig in to tie these things together so I want you guys to go into February. I want you guys to sell 50 memberships. I want you to get to 100 memberships like Kenny is over here in February. And I want you to do that for Prolific Marketing. If you've got anything you sell online that's a membership or a monthly subscription, you need to be a subscriber to my newsletter. And also, you need to be there on January 27th for that exclusive member call. So, Tanya, I'll see you there on that. And I'll help you dig even more into that if you want to tie those together. Okay. All right. Crystal's got a great question here. Crystal says, in what ways can you keep your current members engaged in the content without overwhelming them? I've been emailing my members weekly on newly released content and have had a handful of people tell me that they're getting overwhelmed. Let's say I've been emailing my members weekly on newly released content. Okay, so this is an internal marketing question. We talk a lot about internal marketing and retention inside of Prolific Monthly. So normally I've got a case study that I go through and really give you a lot of information. Then I've got the calendar. That's the meat of the newsletter. Then I've got an article about retention, internal marketing, and then Jocelyn posts an article inside of Prolific Monthly, all about her ideas for retention and marketing and things like that. So going to be a lot of stuff about retention in the February edition. But in this specific case, Crystal, I would not worry too much about a few voices. I always ask myself, is it really a problem? Because every time one person says something like to this, it magnifies and it makes it feel weighty and heavy. But, Crystal, if you've got 50 members and 5 people have said that, 45 didn't. 45 people were not overwhelmed enough to talk about it, right? So maybe just encourage the individual. That's part of internal marketing. If you just get back with those people, they will probably stay a member for a long time. If you were just personally involved in helping them not be overwhelmed. Some people are just overwhelmed, right? If 5% of your audience or 10% of your audience is overwhelmed, well, 90% probably aren't, and you can't help that, right? So you're going to have to, that might be a personal reach out marketing plan, internal marketing, where you can really get that retention up by reaching out to those people. But I don't make wholesale changes unless 50% of my audience is complaining. Like half of you got to gripe before I'm like, yeah, because I've still got the other 60 if it's a minority, right? So you know what? If y'all quit, I still got the other 60. We'll just keep going with them and find more of them. So you got to really balance this emotional thing here, especially Crystal launched her membership recently, got her first members. So your membership numbers, I think, Crystal, are still under 100. Is that correct? Let me know in the chat box. But until you get to 100 members, you're not getting really good data anyway. So I wouldn't trust the data. I would not trust the data. Okay. Is what I'm really trying to say. I would ask myself, is it really a problem, or did 2 people make me feel bad? That's probably what the answer is, right? So be careful changing wholesale things. And, if you're only emailing out once a week with some content, like, if they're overwhelmed, they probably can't maybe cut it in your program. So some people can't. That's just the way life works. So I would try to mitigate it by saying, I'm doing things once a week. Maybe you could do a digest where you take your 3 emails and put them into one, and they can sign up for that. Or maybe just reach out to that person individually, and that person will probably pay next month just from hearing from you in person. Okay. Great questions about membership marketing. That's what we're talking about. We're really getting pumped up and revved up for our membership marketing in February 2020. If you're here today, welcome to this training. We talked about, just a little recap here. We talked about 3 big marketing opportunities in February. We got the Super Bowl coming up on February 3rd. We've got Valentine's Day on the 14th, and we've got Leap Year, a once in every 4-year marketing opportunity, man. What if you could get 100 people this leap year to sign up for your membership, and then you kept those people all the way to the next leap year? Man, imagine establishing an income floor, an income base, 100 people paying you $50 a month, $5,000 a month from now until next leap year. Hey, you've got the opportunity. It's right there on your calendar. All you got to do is tie your marketing into that next month. I'm going to help you do that in my print newsletter, Prolific Monthly. I'm shipping these out tomorrow in less than 24 hours. These come hot off the presses. They get stuffed in 2 envelopes. They get mailed first class to your door. This is my exclusive top shelf, not online anywhere, membership marketing newsletter and calendar. It is my favorite project that I get to sell and work on every single month because I've watched it change people's businesses. Told everybody earlier, last month alone, got an email. Someone got 1 issue of Prolific Monthly, used something they had never thought of before, and made $12,000 in membership recurring revenue. So check that out. There is a link. You can go to www.prolificmonthly.com. Use the code FEB2020 at checkout. The official tally now is they're over half gone. There's only 50 coupons available, and I'm watching it over here on another screen. Half gone, 50% of them. There's 25 left. So you've got to sign up today, or you can't get it tomorrow. I don't do back issues, and these coupons will sell out by midnight. So if you check that out, get your first issue free. Use it to market your memberships next month in February. It is time specific. It is relevant. It is real time. And I'm doing a live training for all Prolific Monthly subscribers on Monday in 4 days. So you need to sign up today if you're going to be there. It's going to be awesome. And we are all going to make a lot of money together in February selling memberships. All right. So my next question comes from Dawn Deeker. Dawn says, thinking of teaching my class live again. Should I offer a discount on it or use the scarcity of teaching it live as the incentive? I'm not sure. I need some. Is that Dan Decker? Dan, is that you? Is that Don Deeger? All right. If you're doing your class live again, I would just use anything live has scarcity built into it, and you want to sell out the back end of it easier. So I would probably. Oh, I see what you're saying. It's a paid training. I got you. I know you, Dan. I know you. All right. Yeah, I don't think I would discount it. I probably would just use the scarcity of the live, and I would just do it more consistently. Like if you're going to pay that, maybe you could go to once every 2 weeks for that and just market it in between, and you make more money off that. So I don't know. All right, we'll check that. Put that in the forums, Dan, and we'll get after it. Okay. I sniffed you out. I know you too well. All right. Steve says, I am having my first discovery call with a potential member or client tomorrow. Steve Dale, I am proud of you. Way to stay persistent and way to stick with it. And we've been working on this for a while, man. Let's get this done. I'm having my first discovery call. I have already asked them a few questions by email, and the reply was major pain points in their contracting business. Basically said that something has to change in 2020 for them to survive. Woo, that's heavy. Tomorrow, I'll be trying to guide them into my membership, but we'll have a chance and some feedback. First member, tomorrow's my birthday, so it'll be a huge bonus. Happy birthday, Steve. She has opened up my email. I sent her 10 times and played my video. I sent her once. I think she's a very warm lead. How do I close this deal? So what you really want to do is anytime that you're going into these discovery type calls, Steve, you got to figure out what she wants, right? So you need to, that's a good question for everybody to ask in marketing. Like I actually say to myself, what does my avatar want in February? Like I say that, like that's something you can say right now, even like, what do they want? What do they want in February? What do they want right now, right? What's time relevant, specific, and in their mind? And you need to become a part of that conversation and show her how you can help her get what she wants, okay? If you do that, you'll sell your first membership. All your marketing should show, and all your promotions and coupons and discounts should always be what people want, okay? So if you think about that, you're going to be good to go. And let's see. Let me check over on Facebook real quick. I thought I saw Brittany said, just signed up for Prolific Monthly. That means there's only 24 coupons left. We are running out of time. I'm telling you, there's 4 emails going out starting at 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 12 o'clock to my list. And they will all be gone. You will not be able to get the February edition of Prolific Monthly at the free plus shipping rate. That renews the normal price. You can get your first month free. Because listen, I believe in this thing. I want you to get a copy of Prolific Monthly. I want you to use Prolific Monthly, and I want you to go, wow, I sold 10 memberships. My membership's $25 a month. I just created $200 a month in revenue from one issue of this thing and doubled what the investment is on it. That's some ROI right there. 100% ROI. Heck yeah. I'm going to keep this thing forever. I'm putting it in your hands, guys, free. Just cover shipping costs so I can get it mailed to your doors. My print newsletter. You're going to have a blast when you open this thing. You sit down with a cup of coffee or tea and you're writing and highlighting and making plans. And then you go out and take action, because greatness flows through your lips and your fingertips. And I'm giving you the opportunity to do that with my print newsletter, Prolific Monthly. It's a marketing calendar. It's going to tell you what to do every single day, how to get prepared, how to batch, no theory, all tactics, everything in real time and going forward in your business. So check that out. Don't forget, we've got a live call on Monday. If you like this, what if I was working with everybody one-on-one, just telling you, how can I tie my marketing into February? You've got these great ideas. You got these great dates on my calendar, but how do I do this? I'm going to help you do that on January 27th. We also got some free trainings in there for anybody that signs up. So check that out before we run out of coupons. I can only sell 50 a month because my printer, logistically, we're still kind of figuring it all out. So we can only add 50. I put 50 coupons. They're running out. They're over 50% gone. And Brittany took one from you. Brittany took one from you guys. Okay. All right. Let's see. These are 3 great marketing ideas for February. You're welcome, Marnie. Sign up for Prolific Monthly. I want to send you one. All right. Let's see. Kevin says, is a masterclass webinar a good way to launch a membership? Yes. The best way to launch a membership, y'all, once your product is done, you've got some content in there, you've got a little community building going on, you're ready to lead. The best way to launch is live. Why do you think I go live so much? 1, it's to help people. 2, because I get to talk to someone and I can actually tell you. I don't have to send you an email that you read. I can show you physically. Like, listen to this. Listen. You can hear me flipping through Prolific Monthly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can actually show you and talk to you and answer your questions and interact with you and build that relationship with you. So if you're launching your membership, Kevin, you need to do that. And if you've got any kind of audience or email list, Kevin, Prolific Monthly will help you to do that, to go ahead and do your launch, create your promotions, and to sell some of those memberships too. Okay. All right. So that was the last question over on Facebook. Vicky says over in the Zoom room, do you talk about new places to market memberships in Prolific Monthly? Yes, I do focus some of my attention, not every month, Vicky. It depends what's going on, right? But we do have basically how Prolific Monthly is laid out, Vicky, is the first thing is usually a case study or a strategy article. All right. So the first 5 pages of the monthly newsletter are always me going deep into what's working for me and Jocelyn. We've sold thousands of memberships ourselves, and we have the great privilege of leading the Flip Your Life community, where we see hundreds and hundreds of other people start, build, grow, launch, market their memberships. So we get a really good swath of everything that's working right now in membership marketing. And I try to pick what I'm going to work on, what I'm going to do, what's definitely working for me. And I try to give a lot of insight, really deep case study into that every single month. So some months that'll be talking about advertising and new strategies, right? Like I've been doing a lot of marketing recently. I've been buying ads on podcast apps. Not going to go deep into that. I'm going to talk about that probably in March, but because I'm testing all the data right now, but I'm doing some things to try to grow our podcast audience, which I think will lead down the chain to more leads. So working on that right now. This month's case study is going to be all about how to use trials, how to use trial. Like I'm doing a trial right now for Prolific Monthly. The first month is free plus shipping, right? It's normally $99 a month. It's worth every penny. It'll make you more money than that if you actually implement the strategies. But I'm going to put the first one in your hands for free for $9, 90% off. You're getting the thing for free. You just got to pay shipping to get it to your door. That's a trial. And I sold over 1,000 trial memberships last year. And I'm doing a case study about all that data and why I think trials are a great way to get people in. So the next month will be about something else. So the whole goal is to help you come out of sitting down for an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. You don't have to read a book to know what to do. You're going to get Prolific Monthly, spend some time with it, and you're going to come out of that with an action plan and a calendar and goals and ideas, and you're going to go implement those over 30 days, and you're going to make way more money than you're going to get from spending it on Prolific Monthly, right? So I have my strategy session. We've got the calendar that tells you what to do, when to batch, how to create every single day of the month. We talk about webinars. We go through internal marketing, external marketing, and Jocelyn always writes an article at the end too for like 6 or 7 more ideas, just if you want to try some random stuff during the month. We even have a crossword puzzle. I got a crossword or word search. We got something fun in there for you guys. I want you to get it and feel it and write on it and highlight it. And it's totally different than anything else out there. There's no publication like this that's specifically focused on membership marketing. And I'm pretty pumped up. I love this thing. Like I sound excitable for a reason. I love my print newsletter, Prolific Monthly. This is what gets my juices flowing and going, y'all. And I spend a lot of time every month creating this. Someone actually got the copy of it last month, and they said, I cannot imagine how long it takes to write one of these. And we write them in real time. So check that out, Prolific Monthly. The link is in the chat box right now. And we are probably running out of coupons as we speak. Going to drop that over on Facebook. If you're watching this on YouTube later, I'll put it in the description, and you can try to get in before midnight. But these will sell out. I will all 50 coupons will be gone by the time midnight rolls around tonight. All right, so I've got one more question, and then I've probably got a jet because I got to check my son out for school. We got sick kiddos. We got the flu floating around the Sams household, so I'm going to have to go take care of them, get them to the doctor's offices and all that good stuff. Crystal says, I love Prolific Monthly. I refer to it just about daily. That is awesome. That makes me so happy to know that's sitting on your counter just waiting to help you when you need it. And if you don't know what to do that day, you open it, Crystal, and you know what to do. So I love that. It makes me amazing. All right, Jessica, last question of the day. Jessica says, I currently have a successful VA biz. Tips on the best way to transition, start marketing to VAs to grow my list, or mentor or coaching program. Definitely, I want you to do monthly recurring revenue of some kind. Sometimes the fastest way to transition is through a coaching and mentorship program. If you've got a little Facebook group or a little Facebook audience, or maybe you've got some other VAs that you know and they're looking for a coach or a mentor, it's pretty easy to find, 5 people to pay, $300 a month, right? That'd be a good start. And then you can use that experience to grow into a membership, right? If you already have a bigger audience or you're already creating content and you've got an email list, it might be good to go out of the gate with a monthly membership. But definitely think about recurring revenue. That's what we're big on. We want to know that we sign someone up today for $50 a month, and their average person stays, 6 months. And if I go get 100 people to pay me $50, I'm making $60,000 a year. Like that's the membership mentality that we want to go for. I would ask you, one, do you have an audience? If you don't have any kind of audience or a very small audience, I would say probably start with the monthly coaching program at $297 a month to teach people what you do. If you do have some kind of audience, and I'm talking, 500 people are following you on social, you've probably got 20 to 30 members waiting on you. You just got to go out and do it. Okay. All right, great questions today, guys. So thankful for everybody out there listening to the Flip Lifestyle podcast, everybody that's subscribed to the Flip Lifestyle email list, everybody that was is watching this on Facebook, on Zoom, on YouTube, wherever you got to see this. I hope that I gave you some ideas, some great ideas for your membership and subscription marketing in February. I can't stress enough how important it is to have a plan, to have a strategy, to have the tactics you need to go out and make sales every day. I want you to get a raise every day because you're selling those monthly memberships. Then I want them to be spikes happening about once a week all through February, where you're going out there and adding 10, 20, 30 new members into your community. So you're getting those raises, you're growing your business, you're raising your floor while you raise your ceiling. I want to help you do that in your mailbox with Prolific Monthly, guys. Listen, if you want me to send this thing out, I'm going to drop it in this envelope. I'm going to mail it out to you tomorrow. We go to print in the morning, hot off the presses. The goal is to get those out and in the mail by noon tomorrow because we want to get it in your hands before February 1st. And also we have a live Prolific Monthly exclusive training Q&A workshop on Monday the 27th. That's only for subscribers, where you can come in and I can help you bend your niche to the calendar, to February's marketing calendar, so that you can make those membership sales on the Super Bowl, on Valentine's Day. It's one thing to know when to do it. It's a whole other thing to know how. And I want to show you how to do it for February in Prolific Monthly. Right now in your chat box, in your comment box below, there is a link. You can click that and get your first month mailed to your door for free. All you got to do is pay shipping costs, guys, to help us get it there. And we will mail you a copy of Prolific Monthly to your door, and you will never have to wonder about how to market your membership again. All you got to do is follow the plan, follow what's inside, and you will go out there and have better marketing for your membership and subscription service. I think I've only got 19 left. It's like 19 are left. We got 19 coupons left. I got some coupons. Got a coupon there for you. Got a coupon code. If you want to go straight and learn more about Prolific Monthly, you can go to www.prolificmonthly. I'll drop that into www.prolificmonthly.com, and you can use Feb 2020 if any coupons are available in the checkout to get that discount and get that free copy mailed to your door. That will renew at the normal price, and my goal is to help you sell enough memberships to cover that price so that you don't even have to worry about it anymore. You can just get it every single month going forward. So check that out, www.prolificmonthly.com, Feb 2020. There's a link. Click the link, go directly to checkout, get your coupon before all the coupons run out. Only got 50 available, down to 19, and those will sell out before the day is done, and you won't be able to sign up until next month. It's going to be, I usually don't open the cart for like 30 days after we close it. So you're not even going to be able to subscribe anymore after that, and you cannot get a back issue of February. If you miss it today, you miss it forever. There are no back issues for Prolific Monthly. It's in the moment, in real time. We are all full speed ahead, roaring into Leap February next month. So check that out. Love you guys. Appreciate all the great questions today. Good luck as we go into February and all your marketing. I hope you sell 100 more memberships before we even get there. And until I see you again, until next time, get out there, do whatever it takes to flip your life. Sell some memberships, sell some subscriptions. Peace.